What is loop basically? Everybody must have seen roller coaster. Roller coaster is, there is no ending point in the roller coaster. It keep on rotating on the same track till the time somebody will not push the lever or somebody will not stop that roller coaster. So it means loop is also the same thing. Loop means repetition of a particular activity again and again, till the time somebody will not stop you or you will not met a certain condition. For example, there is an instruction by the class teacher that the monitors of the class will write the names of all indisciplined students. If there is no teacher in the class, they will stand and they will keep on writing the names of the students on the board. So they'll keep on writing till the time teacher will not enter into the class. So there is a condition, when teacher will enter into the class, they'll stop writing the names of the indisciplined students. So it means they are doing an activity again and again, but that activity will get stopped when the teacher will come inside the room, right? So loops are meant for the repetition of a particular activity. Loop includes series of instructions that has to be followed again and again for a fixed number of times or till a certain condition is satisfied. तो या तो लूप तब तक चलेगा जब तक हमने बोला है, सपोज टीचर इज सेइंग दैट यू हैव टू राइट 10 names of any 10 students only, not more than 10. So it means there is a specific criteria that they have to write only the names of 10 students, or there is a condition you will keep on writing the names till the time I will not enter into the class. So it means there are two conditions. Till the conditions will not get satisfied, till that time the same activity has to be repeated again and again. Okay, now what are the different types of loops in Scratch? We have three different types of loops in Scratch. One is repeat loop, one is forever loop, and one is repeat until loop. Repeat loop means the instruction will run or it will get repeated for a fixed number of time, maybe 10, 5, 14, or any number of times, but it will be fixed that this statement or this instruction or this activity will repeat only 5 times, will repeat only 10 times. So it will repeat only fixed number of times. Repeat until means till the time a certain condition will not met or the condition will not get satisfied, till that time the loops will keep on going, or it will keep on repeating a particular task. For example, the example which I have given you earlier also, uh, a student is writing the names of indisciplined students on the board, and he'll keep on writing till the time teacher will not enter into the class. So there is a condition, when the teacher enter into the class, he will stop writing anything on the board. So this is a condition. So till the time certain condition will not met, the instructions will keep on repeating or the activity will keep on repeating. And the third one is forever loop. Forever loop means it will never pause. The instructions will keep on repeating again and again without any pause. So it will never stop. This is forever loop. Okay, now let us understand the working of these three loops with the help of program. So we will be doing two programs today. Print your name 5 times. This can be done with the help of repeat loop. And next is jump a frog for a fixed number of time. So this is also an example of repeat loop. So today we are doing two programs of repeat loop. Okay, now let us first which two programs we are doing. This is a program I'm showing you first. So what is happening here? The frog is asking how many times should I jump. So suppose I'm writing 3 times. So 3 times frog has jumped 3 times because we have given the number 3. So if I'll write the number 5, frog will jump 5 times. So these two, this is one of the program which we have to do today. Let's start. First, we are not doing this program. So I'm taking a new file. First, we are doing a program in which you have to print your name 5 times. So, for this question, I'm not going to change the sprite. I'm not going to change the background. So, I'll directly start with the events. When flag will be clicked, what we have to do? We have to ask a question. What is your name? And then we will go to the variables and we will declare a variable name. Cursor is not coming. Okay, now it is coming. Okay, so we will save it. Set name to the answer. Now what we have to do, we have to print the name entered by user 5 times, and we don't have to directly write the name. I'll write a message, hello, and then whatever the name user has entered. So I'll go to the control block, and this time we have to use this repeat block. And how many times we have to repeat? We have to repeat this 5 times. So here we will write 5. Now go to looks and use this block say, because this time you have to write two different strings. First we have to say hello, and then we have to write the name of the user. So we'll go to operators and we will use this join operator, because I have two different messages. So in the first one I'll write hello, and here we have to drag the variable name and wait for 2 seconds. Okay, now if this program seems to be complete, but what will what how it will happen? Like if I'll print the name, if I'll print a message hello and then the name of the user, it will remain there on the screen for 2 seconds. And again, when this time period will get over, again the message will come. So you will not be able to check whether it is coming again and again, or it is it the same message which gets printed for the first time. So we have to take a pause in between. So we'll go to the controls and we will give a pause in between the second message and the first message for 2 seconds again. Wait for 2 seconds. Okay, let's check now how it is working. So what is your name? Suppose I'm entering Sahil. Hello Sahil, this is first time. Now this is second time. This is third time. Fourth. And this is fifth time. So this is how you can repeat a single message again and again. So we have repeated it 5 times. You can repeat it for the number of times you want. Okay, now we are starting the second question, in which we have to jump a frog for a fixed number of time. So I have to remove this variable name. So you will go to the variables block and remove this tick sign. Automatically it will get removed from your screen. Okay, now we have to jump a frog. So I am taking a background and a frog. Okay, so set the initial position of the frog. Suppose this is the initial position of the frog. So right now the position of frog is, you can check it from here, x and y is coming. X is minus 108 and y is minus 160. Let's start this program now. So when flag will be clicked, what we have to do, first we will ask a question from the user. We don't have to ask this question, this frog will ask a question from the user. So we'll go to the sensing block and we will drag this ask, how many times should I jump? Frog is asking this question, and now we have to declare a variable in which we can store this value. So I'm declaring a variable number. Now we will save it into the variable number. Okay. Now what we have to do is we have to make this frog jump for the number of time user has entered. So we will go to the control block and you will use this repeat block, and how many times we have to jump. So this depends upon the number which user has entered. So we will drag this number here. Now we have to change the position of the frog because we have to show that frog is jumping. So we have to change the position of this frog. So we will go to motion block and drag, go to position X and Y. So right now the initial position of the frog is X is 108 and Y is minus 116. So let's check if this frog will jump till here, then what will be the position. This is X is 9 and Y is 87. So we will write this position here. X is 9 and Y is 87. Okay. So now what I want is when frog will jump, it should also uh, change the costume. So switch costume, we will use this block, switch costume. Let us check first how many costumes we have for the frog. So we have three different costumes, and when the frog will jump, I want this costume, suppose. So this is costume B. Okay. Now I also wants to make also wants to add a voice of a frog here, but that we will do later. So let's add the second position. But before adding the second position, we have to take a pause of 1 second. So wait for 1 second at the same position. Now go to the next position. So we'll go to motion block and go to X and Y. Now we have to check. Now I want कि frog यहाँ पर आ जाना चाहिए. Now this is X is 177 and 1 is Y is 107 minus 107 177 and Y is minus 107. And this time again I want that frog should again change the costume. So switch costume to costume A. We can also make this costume B, and this one as costume sorry, first one as costume C and second one as costume B. Okay, now again wait for a second. Then frog has to come back to the initial position. So go to motion again and go to position X and Y. So let's check what was the initial position. This was a initial position, so it is minus 110, minus 110, and y is minus 116. Okay, now again here I want to switch the costume of the frog. So this time switch costume to costume A, and this time again we have to wait for a second. Okay, now let's check how it is working first. Then after that we will add some sound effects. So how many times should I jump? So I'll write 3 times. So frog is jumping, coming back again to the initial position, and in the same way it is working now. So we will add the sound effects also now. So we will go to the sound block and use this start sound, and I'll put it after costume 1. Go to sounds tab, insert the sound of frog. So I am using this sound. Okay, go back to the code and change the sound. Let's check now. Wait, we have to bring first back frog back to the initial position, and this is the initial position. Now check. So 3 times. So it is working fine. Everything is fine. Frog is jumping 3 times, and the sound is also coming. The costume was also getting changed every time. So this is how you have to make this program using the repeat block.